I'm Dee. I go by the name of Web Princess. I'll move the shadow. Just looks kind of weird. So I'm just talking about where to get themes for WordPress as well. Choosing theme providers. There's a whole bunch of them out there, and if you've spent any time in WordPress, you probably will have come across most of these, or at least some of them. And so these are kind of my top 5 in no particular order. But before I go there, let's just talk a little bit about what's important when you're looking for a theme or looking for a theme provider. From my point of view, it's really important that your themes...
Sorry to interrupt. Is this online as well?
The
presentation?
It will be. Yeah, we'll make sure that you guys can get a hold of it if you want it. It's important that it's kept up to date with WordPress, that the themes are secure and not allowing any kind of rogue and unsavory code to have access. Easy to customize, well documented, good support, and from a reputable provider. Just for the safety of your WordPress site as much as anything, but also for an ongoing, from an ongoing basis in terms of being able to keep it up to date. And also good support I find really, really helpful. So if you're trying to do things with it that nobody else knows about, it's complicated, but if you've got good support, then you're winning. Who's out there in no particular order? WordPress.org is probably the first place most people would go. The themes that you see would mostly be free. I'm not sure, do they link to... I think they are starting, there are some places, or they have a couple of commercial themes. They do, don't they? That's fairly recent, is that?
No. They don't link to plugin developers, only theme developers.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Hey, what would be the pricing structure? The paid things would be per month, per year, or...
That varies according to your provider. So WordPress themes are all vetted before they're hooked up there, so that when you download them, you're not downloading anything unsavory. As a rule, they're free, and there's over 1,400. At that point, there was 1,419 themes available in the themes directory. Theme Forest. This is run by Envato, a company down in Melbourne. They have hundreds and hundreds of themes. Their pricing's competitive. There's new themes daily. You buy on a per theme basis. The downside is that it's a theme marketplace, so any theme developer can upload there. You'll find a lot of themes there that are old and haven't been kept up to date. So yeah, that can be a downside, so you need to be reasonably discerning. And ways that I would track to see a theme and whether it's been well looked after is often in the comments, because there's often a lot of discussion per theme, and you can sort of see what people are talking about and what's going on.
Not free, is it?
No, not free. Most of them, I think there's probably a few free themes on there, but yeah, most of them will be commercial.
Maximum of about $40.
Yeah, they're pretty reasonably priced. Yeah, so worth it. And again, for the same sort of reasons Tony talked about, actually helping to fuel the community. It's good. Woo themes. These are one of the really good theme companies, really high regard, I think, in the community. At least that's what I've observed. They've got over 99 themes. They've got really easy to use back-end options. So you can do a whole lot of stuff. Actually, it comes with its own little settings in your WordPress admin, and you can make a whole lot of changes there. Professionally designed. They're not cheap. They have a subscription access. You pay an upfront joining fee, and then you pay a monthly basis, and you can have access to all of their themes, or you can buy a license for each theme as you go. Elegant themes. This is the one I get a lot of mine from. There's lots to choose from. Easy to use back-end options. Again, they're regularly updated. They've got active support forums, and they're quite inexpensive, which is probably why so many of us use it. They're only $40 a year, and you can get the PSD files. That often becomes a value add with a lot of these theme shops, is that they'll give you the theme to download, but if you want the PSDs to do further mods, then you'll often have to pay more for that. Just one guy, I think, working it, so that has been a little bit complicated. I had some issues with the theme recently and ended up getting Stu to help me fix it, but this was one of theirs. But good themes, they look really good. A lot of them look really good. I guess one of the downsides of that is that because they're so inexpensive, lots and lots of people are using them, so it's kind of harder to get a really unique theme if you don't want to do too much in the way of changes. This one is Themify. I haven't bought any of their themes. I was having a look. They don't have a whole lot, but the guy who designs them is Nick Lahr, who runs Web Designer Wall, which is a pretty popular website. Yeah, they're embracing responsive design, so they're actually upgrading a lot of their themes to actually incorporate mobile, which I thought was a really good sell. And then this is my personal favourite, largely because a lot of the development I do is for Genesis. This is Studio Press. They build all of their themes on a framework. So when we get into talking about child themes, this is the kind of stuff that Studio Press operate for. They have a learning curve. One of the biggest disadvantages I have found is that you have to learn Genesis before you're theming, but the advantage from my point of view of Genesis is that you're building a really secure, SEO-friendly website. The price there, to do anything with a Studio Press theme, you have to have the framework, and that will cost you $60 or $80 if you buy the theme and it comes with Genesis. Or you can get developer packages where you get access to all of their themes. And there's a lot of people now developing Genesis themes, so you can buy the framework and actually find a lot of people developing themes for it, not just these guys. Their support is fantastic. Great. Okay, and then I came across these two while I was looking at a couple of theme shops, theme marketplaces actually, Theme Garden and Mojo. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of others out there. These are just the ones that I came across.